Hey guys, my name is Veio. Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Today we were talking about science. In the last episode we sent Jebediah off to the moon, but unfortunately we don't really have many ways of getting him back, which is unfortunate. However, we should learn some science, gather some intelligence, and think of ways of getting him back. Oh, Bill, you're only supposed to come outside. Thank you. Ragdolled a little bit there. So what we could do is have a little EVA report that gives us some science, keep the report, and what we can do is take a surface sample. That gives us lots of science, keep data, and then we can go to the Space Center, Kerbal Space Center, and we should be able to just recover him. Science! Well, that was easy. My first rocket, recover. Don't think we can recover either of those. There's Jebediah out on his orbit around the moon. Let's go back. So that was easy. We just got some science for doing nothing. I have already unlocked some tech trees. We have 18 science. I don't think that's enough to unlock anything else. Oh, it is, conveniently enough. We can unlock. That's useful. Radio decoupler, which is actually what I wanted. So that was convenient. So this is the tech tree that you start with. You start with all of these basic components. I showed you last time that you can actually just about get to the moon with them if you're cleverer. I cheated a little bit, admittedly, but if you're slightly better at the game you can get them. Then you get this status, which gives us the mystery goo, which is very important for getting more science. And I'm going to get basic rocketry so that I can have the radio decoupler, because I want to build a proper rocket. So there we go. This would be the next one I get because that's much more useful. Close. And I am going to build a new rocket. So this is what we shall talk about today. Built the little rocket. This should be enough, I believe, to get us to the moon. So what we have, if I could start from the top down, because that's how I normally build rockets. So you have the main command module in here, which has Mr. Bill sitting in pride of place. Oh no, it's Bob. No, either which way. And they have an empty seat, which is for Jebediah. Next we have this engine, so this will be the section that takes us to the moon. Then we have a launch stage down here. This is the section that will actually get us up into altitude, and hopefully this should be enough to get us into orbit as well. And we have the stacked couplers on the side to discouple this. We don't really need those. Normally you would do this if you had the fuel feed through. Speaking is hard. And you'd feed fuel from here into the inside, which would make this kind of a which would mean that this section would still have fuel, but at this stage in the game we do not have those, which is unfortunate. Everything, the stack decoupler is placed between these two. So if we put a stack decoupler here, then when I click this onto here, now when I trigger this, which is here on this list, it will break this lower section off from the upper section. Yeah, okay, so let us launch this, and we shall clear the spacecraft. That's the one that's got Bill in it. Aha! Now you see, this is the thing with the stack decouplers. I don't really need to use them here. I could have just put this rocket straight onto here, but you can see these are free floating. This is going to cause us some problems. I might have to take the couplers out. Right, 3, 2, 1, go! And we have liftoff. Looks like it might actually stay on course, which is awesome. So up we go into the void. Shall have to speed up time, I think. Okay, I'm going to speed up some time and wait until our next launch. Assuming nothing happens, I shall see you in a moment. Okay, so we're at 10,000, so, well, we've passed 10,000, so I'm attempting to rotate, but we're seeing that this craft is not exactly, it's not friendly for steering. It doesn't like it at all. I'd like to be at 90. Ideally you should slowly do this as you're taking off, and kind of conveniently end up at 90 when you get to 10. I didn't want to risk it, because this craft is, well, it's got no actual wings. The wings that we've got on it aren't particularly amazing. Either which way, we've got to 90 now, and we're just about to run out of our first fuels. So we're just I loved watching this. We just discard this, and that's gone. See, we didn't need those stack decouplers because they didn't actually even fire. Now, if we check the map, we can see that we are already into orbit, well and truly. So we could have actually used that last load of fuel to get into orbit. But the important point is, we have got into orbit. Oh, so we've got up to orbital height quite easily with enough fuel to hopefully get us to the moon. So we shall do what we did last time, which is speed up time, and click down here to bring up the little mini map. Sorry, the nav ball. Cool. Okay. Next thing is to get to the month. So, in the previous episode you saw that me using the targeting system. One of the things that we need to do is get out to that orbital. We also have to adjust our pitch, which doesn't look too bad looking at this, but it's not quite right. Let's have a look, see what would happen if we just went out now. This is now set to our target, so it's all the way over there. So chances are we're going to have to do a maneuver here if we wanted to. Does that bring us close enough? Ah, there we go. This is a capture. This is 20... Ooh, that's a long time. So Jebediah is quite far out as well. That's annoying. So really that should be fine, I think. That should be okay. We shall attempt this burn. So we have three different things on here. My axis is of course wrong. That's one of the main issues here. This will adjust your pitch. The purple ones adjust your kind of pitch angle, and the green ones adjust your actual orbital speed, and the blue ones adjust your angle kind of in and out of the thing that you're orbiting. So we should be able to get in close enough by the looks of it. If I bring us in slightly more, and then we can bring this out, so we're pushing it out, brings us in. See, that doesn't make that much difference. What about if I adjust the pitch, because our pitch is currently very wrong. That brings us in, but it also brings that in. Okay, I don't think we're going to get this much better without... Oh, I've actually made it worse, haven't I? Without doing it properly. I don't want to do it properly because I don't really have the fuel all the time. Okay, that will do. The quickest way to do this, the best way to do this, I think, is going to get into orbit. So let us get to our Apoapis, sorry, which is our closest point to it. And now we need to get an Apoapis, or well, we need to bring up and put something. We need a secondary point, basically, which is probably going to be an Apoapis. Right. We have an orbit. We have uncircularized orbit. Now, we need to get close enough to him. So we bring up to this point, which is our inclination node. No, so it's a descending node. So we do go to our descending node, and we aim north. Where's north? North is this away. This will bring that up. Like so. And we bring it up until it gets to something like that. That is close enough. Next skill, we need to kind of bring these orbits into some kind of unison so that we can actually, you know, move. Right. We need to build this orbit out. I think that would be the best idea. Time. Wrong way. No, right way. These orbits are very different, but luckily we have lots of fuel for corrections. So that is pretty close there. I don't think there's much we can do about that now because this section of the orbit is too far away. So let's just speed up and see how close we get. Right, I've actually cocked up there. So Debediah is moving faster because he's on the inside than we are. So on each orbit, the point at which we are close to each other will change. So now it's really far away, which is not what we want. So if I go around a couple of times, ha! So on the next orbit, our separation, stupid thing is glitching. Our separation is now only 300, despite what this seems to be glitching out. So, hopefully, if I just get back to our periapis, I can adjust our apoapis, which will speed us up, and see if we can catch him. We might not be able to. We might have to go around once more. Actually, now looking at it, speed up. There we go. Separation is now only 18 kilometers. I could probably get it better than that. Ideally, we want to just be like brushing each other, as it were. Oh no, the separation now is probably due to that. Let's have a look and watch it. I'm going to very quickly press Shift and X. Oh fuck! I didn't press X quick enough. This is why you always bring more fuel. Because inevitably you cock up. Right. Shift and X. Not quick enough. Yeah. You can see though that the main separation here is actually also in this distance, not just... Oh, I've gone all around. Not just orbital separation. It's actually orbital height separation as well. Well, we can adjust that from the far side. Ah, look at that. 7 kilometers separation. Pretty much spot on. Come on. Ah, fuck's sake. Piece of crap. Anyway. We have these nav balls. So we're going to fly straight towards the target, which is of course the pink one. So we fly straight towards the target. And it says that we should get pretty goddamn close, to be honest. Where are we? See how close we can get to it. 3, 5, 3, 3. For some reason that's not worked properly. It's fine. Distance to target. Where is target? There is target. Time warp. Does it count as copyright infringement if I sing it? Okay, 6.6. What was the closest we were going to get? Looks like this. Oh, it says the closest to the way over there. We're not getting that fucking far. Balls to that. I think that's about as close as we're going to get. So, let us switch around. I've turned SAS off because that drains power. So every time I move, it uses up a little bit of power. But we don't really move very much in here once you've set yourself in a position. Oh wait, that's the wrong nav. I want to decrease my orbits. Should be about here. Cool. Which of course moves because why not? Okay. Fire towards the thing. hold here. See how close we can get this time. Might be able to get like below 300. Coming in. That's 300. Can we get less than 200? How close can I get him? 250 meters. I think it's going to be less than 200 when I bring it stationary, and then we just have to come down. Just bring it down. Oh my god, this is getting pretty close. Damn, I'm good at this. Okay. It's not going to quite get less than 100. It's just slowing down now. Okay. Right, that's moving away a little bit faster than I intended, to be fair. Let's just tap him to here. And then this will be the last one. This should be much closer to him, and we still got 26, and we probably have enough fuel to get home, hopefully. Otherwise that would be embarrassing, wouldn't it? But at least he'll have somewhere to live this time. We still don't have any RTS, so that's kind of annoying. RCS even, got there in the end. Come on. Mind you, once he goes inside, his jetpack is refueled, so we know he can get back from that. So this should be it. We should be able to get home. Whether or not we can get home safely. That's a different matter entirely, isn't it? Okay, that should be more than enough. We'll switch to the Kerbin by pressing the square. Oh, no, actually. No, we won't switch to the Kerbin. We should probably point this guy north. North, north, north. So you want to point the craft north or south so that as it orbits round, it doesn't actually move, it just spins in place. It's much easier that way. So there he is down there. So we want to go turn on our rockets, go down. Grab that handle. Grab that handle, Jebediah, and you will be fine. Grab it. Grab it. Grab. Yes! Let's go. No, I want you to board. Get on. We now have Jebediah. Bob has actually succeeded in something. Bob, you won't mind if Jebediah takes over from here, will you? No, of course not. Quick save. Right. Map. Let us have a look, see where we are, and plan our best way out of here. Generally speaking, the best way should be... Oop, not that. What we actually want is a kind of a free landing, so we definitely don't want to do that. Let's put it here. So that brings us into orbit over there. No, we're not going to get a free landing, but 1 second burst. That's all we need to do there. So, we're definitely getting home. As long as we don't run out of power. We're still running a little low on power. Cool. Free return. Not free, but a return. Bring us in. There you go. And that is how we get back. We've got fuel to spare. Pro skills. The moon just had a little pick at us. It is possible to get out to the moon without completing the last one. If you're quite patient, you can get free orbital advances. So we're coming back down to the planet. We're going to jettison our stage just as we clip orbit so that it burns up into atmosphere without us. Still in orbital height. Here we go. We shall break off. We are free. Bye. That should go into orbit. Oh, sorry, that won't go into orbit. That will crash down somewhere. We are coming down. Speed time up a little bit. Now we can open the parachute. It should open soon. There we go. And we are significantly slower than we last time. A little splashdown, did you spot that? So, done. Pretty much. Unless something bad happens now in the landing, but this should be fine, and we're going 8.4 meters per second. So yeah, we rescued Bill, and we rescued Jebediah with Bob. And I demonstrated a pickup and also, of course, the staging, which was the whole point of this episode. Kind of went a little bit longer than I should have done, but yeah, I think it was fun. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. My name's been Veio. This has been Rescuing Jebediah and also how to build simple rockets. In the next episode, we might do advanced staging. Possibly, we could do advanced staging, or we could do no, we have to do advanced staging before intergalactic flight, of course. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you guys next time.